the king of kings. There is only one. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game!
Alright, all you past King of the Hill champions, next time you visit King of the Hill, ask Shaun for your very own The King is Here bag tag. Every past champion of Shaun's tournaments, King of the Hill, will receive their bag tag.
That's right, we're making it official so you have the proper bragging rights with your friends. This will also entitle you to special offers and promotions from Shaun'sTournaments.com and AboveAllBowling.com. So check the all-time champions list on Shaun'sTournaments.com in the King of the Hill section. So the next time you hit the lanes, make sure you let everyone know that the king is here.
Alright, we're here for King of the Hill number 250. 11 years. This is King of the Hill number 250. That is Nicholas Graveel. He is the number 4 seed. He had 647 in qualifying. This is the number 6 seed, Jacob Glass. Qualified 6th with 622. We are on the PBA 36-foot Johnny Patraglia pattern. Uh-oh. Trouble to start. We had 57 bowlers tonight. Top 31 made match play with 519. Top qualifier was Holly Pitchford with 700. Alright, Nick's here in the second frame working on the strike. Nick has one King of the Hill title to his credit. Looking for number 2 today. We just got word that trending worldwide is hashtag King of the Hill 250. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. A lot of old faces coming out bowling this evening. We gave away a Daredevil Danger bowling ball. Every entrant got a free entry into the drawing for the bowling ball, and that winner was an old face by the name of Bill Crane. Of course, Bill Crane was the 2012 King of Summer Finals champion. I think he has just as many titles as this competitor, Jacob Glass. He's got 2 titles to his name, looking for number 3 today. 4th frame coming up. Oh, you like that one. Jacob throwing the purple hammer. Just had it drilled earlier today at AboveAllBowling.com. Make sure you see the GOAT, Shaun Quinn, the ball driller. Alright, Nick's up here in the 4th, working on a 3-bagger. Looking for 4 in a row here. He's also throwing everything. Looks to be a blue hammer. Can't quite get the carry. Pattern played pretty tough today. Only 9 out of 57 had over 600. And only 3 bowlers were over 650. So we're looking on the page. There were at least 6 bowlers here under 424. Carl Sutton, James Hester. I don't know if they broke 400. We also found out tonight Candace Tovo had a 430 and her bowling balls ended up in the dumpster around back. If anybody's looking for 16-pound bowling balls, check the Inman's dumpster. Oh, leaked it out. Left a 2-8-10. Did not like that shot. We are on the fresh. Every TV finals bowled on the green money pins. It's on the fresh oil pattern. Oh, another stat. Top 14 tonight was over 550. Everyone else was under.
Mr. Quinn.
Alright, Glass is right back in it. 6 frame, working on a double. Down about 20 right now. Crossover, Brooklyn. That's a 3-bagger. First place tonight is paying $250. Second place, $150. Third and fourth paid $100. That went to Elliott Smith and Austin Schultz. 5th through 8th paid $78. That went to Holly Pitchford, Curtis Wild, Bill Crane, and Matt Staninger. Leaked another one outside. We also paid a 9th place, the high loser in the round of 16. That was Jared Elsop with a 188. Oh. I think this game just is about even at this point. Game pots tonight paid 34 and 20. Game 1, Bill Crane 262, Matt Stanger 241. Game 2, Nicholas Graveel right here 229, Matt Stanger 221. Oh, he stones a 9. Game 3 was Holly Pitchford 279, Gary Clark Sr. 226. 220s winning game pot money tonight. He's going to have to try to get this turned around if he's going to have any chance. Seventh frame coming up. Working on 3 in a row. Strike here would give him the lead. Oh, he got it to fall. So Jacob's starting to peel away here. 4 in a row, going for 5.
Thanks, by the way.
Joining me in the booth tonight is Bill Crane. How'd you bowl tonight, buddy?
Round of 8 exit tonight. Lost Austin Schultz. Just kind of lost the left lane early in the match, and unfortunately didn't have much of a look there. So looks like Jacob Glass was sitting on a ham bone and decided to spit the Yahtzee.
All right, 8th frame coming up.
The match got a little tighter after the missed spare by Mr. Glass.
See if he could make any kind of adjustment here. He did.
I think he hit it harder.
He hit it harder, pitched it out a little farther, a little earlier. Got it out to the dry earlier.
There's a good dry, defined dry spot on this pattern around 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of the bowlers tonight were looking at it as a break point, and it just varied down lane where they were going to hit it, depending on what ball they were throwing or what type of surface they had on the ball.
Again, most bowlers tonight was throwing urethane.
Yeah, I kind of am the...
Is that your choice tonight?
No, I go with the higher end resin balls and get them to burn up in the front. I'm not a big advocate for the urethane, even on the short patterns. I think
it's because don't you have to have hand to throw urethane?
I think it's more of a skill in the game to be able to take your hand out of it and be able to throw resin in there.
I think he's made his adjustment. I think this game's gonna go down to the 10th frame, huh?
Looks like Jacob's got 163 in the 8th. Graveel's got...
With a strike, 164 in the 8th.
Austin Schultz. Just couldn't get it back together.
All right, 9th frame.
9th frame here for Mr. Glass. Looks like a solid pitch.
Block it again.
Ball looked like it burnt up a little bit in the front. Did not make the turn. Over the microphone, I was like, it's B. He needs them all there. So Mr. Glass will go off the sheet for 213. Nick Graveel. If Jacob goes off the sheet here, Nick will need the first one in the 10th, 9 spare to tie.
I'm glad we have you in the booth tonight.
There is a possibility of a tie.
There's always a possibility of a tie when these matches are so close.
I don't know. He threw like shit though.
All right, 10th frame. See if he made it.
He made an adjustment. Solid 10 back. 10 back from Mr. Glass. I couldn't even imagine if I would have actually won.
Yeah, you would have faced him in the final 4.
Man, you know what would happen.
Instead, Austin Schultz was in that spot.
Yep. Yeah, he got me back for our grudge match back in September.
Jacob only shot 165, I believe, in the final 4. And Austin Schultz opened in the 10th to lose by less than 10. All right, to force the first strike.
He does. He's forcing the first one in the 10th. So here, Jacob strikes. That's 213. Graveel will need to go strike 9 spare to tie.
Is this usually the spot where you would take like a, what do they call it, PBA re-rack?
I've actually had it happen to me. Mark Sullivan did it to me down in Indy quite a while back, and I ended up going up there and labeling the first 2 to beat him anyway, and I kind of give him the business for it, for taking that PBA re-rack, because I think it's a bad sport to take it in that position. I mean, obviously it's down to the last ball, and just, let the chips fall where they may at that point.
All right, he needs every pin here. Oh!
So now that forces Nick to go strike
7?
Strike 8 spare to win by a stick.
All right, so Glass finishes with 211.
Yep. He must strike on this first ball.
Strike 8 spare wins.
Strike 8 spare to win by 1. Strike 9 spare.
7 spare, we have a tie.
Strike 8 spare to win.
Yeah, strike 7 spare for the tie.
Yep, strike 7 spare to tie.
Don't you listen?
I do.
It's not what Marjorie said. All right, 10th frame. Must have for his second title. Oh, got a little fast.
And that concludes our night here from Valparaiso. Jacob Glass is your winner.
He just won his 3rd title.
3rd title?
3rd title. Yes, Jacob Glass just drilled that purple hammer urethane tonight. How many titles do you have?
1.
1.
And I might still be using my champion's exemption in a few weeks. Good run tonight, Nick. Can't believe I had that permanent champion's exemption to the final night. I could miss all summer and just show up here.
Yeah, but you still have to pay.
No, it's a standard entry.
No, it's not. It's a max of $60, max of 30 extra.
Yeah, but last summer I bowled 2 tournaments and only had to pay $30 to bowl the final night.
Well, that was last year. That's not this year.
Oh, so the rules have changed.
Yes, and you have to have your official King of the Hill bag tag right there on the screen. Do you see it?
Yeah. Well,
every past champion gets a bag tag. It's an official badge of Shaun'sTournaments.com King of the Hill.
Rough break tonight. Looks like 211 to 200 is the final. We'll be back in a few moments with interviews with our winners. Yes, with you.
You're on the air.
Oh, I am. Okay, so sorry. I was in the middle of sending a text message. So, Nick, congratulations on your second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
What was the big key to success tonight with this challenging 36-foot pattern?
Staying right by the gutter, throwing urethane. I threw a 93 blue hammer. It's the original. Hit it with a lot of surface on fresh, and it worked pretty well.
Can we go and take a look at that blue hammer and see what it looks like?
It's blue and it's a hammer.
Well, you know, there's many versions of this ball. So that was your piece tonight. What would you say going into that 10th frame there? What was going through your head knowing you needed the first one?
I just knew I needed the first one. 6th frame, or 7th frame, I went 2 and 2 right, threw a couple good shots in there. Then I came back, threw a good shot on 28, and just never saw it. That fill ball, I even left a 4-8 on there. And I mean, I cheated another 2 boards right and just never hooked. I just had Jacob Flynn right at me and had more push down than I've seen all day. I just didn't execute, missed a spare. That's all it was. Felt like I threw some good shots in there, but it wasn't good enough.
Nothing really you could do there, pretty much.
You win and you lose. It happens.
So, college bowling season's coming up here real soon. You're leaving Vincennes to go to Marion, is that correct?
I've been at Marion. I went there last year.
Okay, so what is it like practicing down there in Indianapolis with some of the big names and bowling in that H2M sport league that they have?
It was a lot of fun. Jordan Gray did a really good job helping me, and so did Ryan Ventella with coaching and everything. Between them two, I felt like I've come a long way since last year. Bowling in that league was a lot of fun. Really challenging. Nick Hoagland made shots. They were really tough. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Well,
free entry next week.
Thank you.
And
Next week's Dick Weber, 45 feet.
You're going to be up for next week?
Depends if I'm here. I don't know.
Yeah. I know I won't be. I'm taking the week off.
Let's go get a word with the winner.
Let's go and bring in the winner.
Bill's doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it tonight.
Yeah. Bill wants to talk to the grudge match sports shot world champion right now.
So, congratulations on the W tonight, Jacob.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
250.
Nice little cash in tonight for you. So, what was
Cash in. Is that a little pun there?
Yeah, I guess you could call it that. So, my question to you is, now we're speaking, reporter to bowler here, not person who's holding money in the bank to you.
Keep your shirt on.
Oh, it will. What was going through your mind tonight, knowing that at any time you lose, that Money in the Bank was getting cashed in?
I wasn't going to lose. If I lost, you were going to call me up. I Just didn't lose.
So you earned your W tonight, and you
Just
keep
tonight.
your world title for another week.
Whenever you're here, I'll be here.
Well, you know what? Then I think what we're going to need to do is we're just going to go ahead and make it
Is
official.
next week the final week? Because last year, when it was the final week, is when me and you were going to bowl, and I think we can just set that up and bowl after the finals. And Shaun's bowling for his haircut because he'll have to stay after anyway.
Well, that's true.
I'll be here.
But I'm actually thinking, why don't we do it on the 1-year anniversary of when Money in the Bank got cashed in? We'll get Beaver out here to challenge for the house shot title, and I'll challenge you for the world title.
I'll be here.
We'll both be here.
But you got to go find some pocket change, right, class?
Yeah. We got to bowl for money.
Okay, well, you know I'm a poor white guy.
You can call Steve. Is Steve still here?
No, Tobolt's back in the port. He's doing this with his girlfriend.
What?
Steve call.
Anyway,
I'll bowl whenever you want. You know that.
well, I appreciate that, and I do want to take my shot at the belt. We'll see what happens. But going into tonight, obviously, you were sitting on the bench with the 10th frame up to bowl, and you didn't know what the result was going to be. What was going through your mind after you finished the 10th frame, knowing that 8 count allowed Nick to be able to go strike 8 spare to win instead of first 2 in a time?
Yeah, I knew he would need the first 2. But when you give a bowler that's as good as he is the chance to win, I pretty much was taking second place in my mind, which is cool because he's a great bowler. But we got lucky tonight. Came away with the win.
Did you make any adjustments after those couple buckets?
Yeah. I had the low right lane way tighter, and tonight I hadn't had any of them tighter. I played pretty much all of them the same. And when we got done, Nick said, he's like, dude, that was way different, the right lane to compared to the left lane.
Well, you're going from where you guys have bowled all night to a pair that's only been touched in warm-up.
Yeah, but
And by Holly Pitchford in the
And Holly got her flicks
by her
in
bye,
during warm-up.
yes.
even the left lane was pretty consistent. The right lane was just nothing like we bowled on all night. That's what we thought. So, I mean, I bucketed. He went like a couple times at 2-8 was actually a pretty good shot. And he threw it on the wrong lane. If he was on the left lane, probably would have struck.
Fair enough.
He's a great bowler.
Congratulations on the win tonight.
next week is
Keep your
Dick
word.
Weber, 45 feet. Free
45?
entry, yes.
The gutter does play on that pattern, at least where
We're
I
playing on
go
skid hook ladder next week? No? Okay.
Dick Weber. You got to say it one more time. Where is Bill Crane?
He's talking about that damn skid hook ladder that.
That's his story to tell.
That shit's a nightmare. Have you ever rolled on that
You
skid
tell
hook
that
ladder?
one, I'll go home and sleep.
No, I'm out of here too. We got a tournament tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Probably not going to the tournament now.
You're not?
Probably not.
Do you want me to pass that on to Reagan? And you're not
I'll
gonna
call him in the morning if I don't go. I probably won't call you.
Okay.
Jacob Glass is your winner this week. King of the Hill, 250 is in the books. 251 next week. So long, everybody. Hey Glass, what ball did you throw tonight?
A ball that was drilled about 4 hours ago by Shaun Quinn in that pro shop. I drilled a hammer purple urethane.
All right, good to know.
Thank you.
Have a good night.